In this Leader Feeder, we look at how to deal with aggressive behavior in your team members, your peers, or maybe even in your manager.
No excuses. I want it tomorrow and I want it on my desk and I want it at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock sharp. I want that on my desk, 9 o'clock sharp. Do you hear me? 9 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning. No excuses. No cartoons for you tonight. No baseball on TV. No going down to the local ice cream shop to stuff your face with a cone. So get it together and get this report done. I need it right away.
Our company has expertise in providing coaching for abrasive and aggressive managers, so I'm going to share some of those insights with you. In our Frontline Leadership Program, we do an activity from a company called Human Synergistics that helps leaders identify whether the people they have conflict with are constructive, passive, or aggressive. Most leaders have the biggest challenge with aggressively defensive people and are eager to hear some tips for how to be more effective with an aggressive individual. First, it's important to realize that aggressive behavior is defensive in nature. While the majority of people protect themselves with more passive strategies like avoidance, playing by the rules, and being liked and accepted by others, some people believe a strong offense is a good defense. Their aggressiveness works most of the time by keeping people around them back on their heels and fearful of a confrontation. There are a few defining characteristics that indicate a person is aggressive defensive. First, they tend to argue and criticize, sometimes even when they don't understand an issue. By pointing out the flaws in others, they try to keep people from seeing their own flaws. They are reluctant to make suggestions for fear that it will open them up to being criticized by others. Secondly, aggressive people tend to be overly controlling and like all decisions and information to flow through them. They don't share well and they don't like to admit when they're wrong. Third, aggressive people tend to be overly competitive, constantly comparing themselves against others. They hate losing, and if they perceived even the chance of losing, they'll tend to withdraw and retreat. So here are 3 tips for dealing with an aggressive person. First, be direct. The only language an aggressive person understands is directness. Hinting and beating around the bush will only add fuel to an aggressive person's fire. While it might take you some courage, standing up to an aggressive person and directly telling them to stop will usually gain their respect and cause them to be less aggressive, at least with you. Second, be prepared. Having the facts and figures on hand when communicating with an aggressive person will help you counteract their strong opinions. Remember that an aggressive person forms strong negative opinions in the absence of full information. So your best tool to counteract those opinions is with good supportive data. Remember, the aggressive person will tend to withdraw rather than concede defeat, so don't expect them to change their mind or tell you that you're right and that they're wrong. Tip number 3 is stay engaged. It'll be tempting for you to avoid dealing with the aggressive person, and even though it will go against your instinct, keep building relationships with them. Remember that they're counting on their ill temper to keep people at a distance and protect their lack of self-confidence and self-esteem. By continuing to engage them in small talk and involving them in decision-making and problem-solving, you'll show them that they don't have to be defensive towards you. It could cause them to be less aggressive with you in the future. Remaining confidently calm with aggressive people you interact with will help you get maximum value from their contributions to the team, and it might even help them get along better with their coworkers because of your positive influence. For more valuable resources, consider joining our online community at Facebook, or buy one of our videos or books, or arrange for us to have a live training workshop at your company. Join us online at frontlineleadership.com.